This conference
it is
will now
between you
be
and me.
recorded.
It is one-on-one session.
Hello?
Yeah, you can carry on, sir. Nobody is joining. Nobody is joining. You can carry on the session.
Okay, right, right. Yeah, Uday? Yeah, this is a continuation of yesterday class. My voice, okay?
Okay. Yeah,
My
your
voice
voice
is
is clear.
clear? Okay, nice.
Yes.
So, yesterday class, so that is what I want to explain you here. So, this is SAP methodology, the methodology how to implement SAP. So, for which they have provided you five phases. So, phase number one is project preparation. Second one, business blueprint, realization, final testing, and go-live. Right. So,
Okay.
whenever you come to the first page, actually this is not first page of related to the functional consultant. This is only purely related to the sales people. So initially they will go to contact any company. So they will convince them to, for implementation of SAP or SAP any other products also. So including other modules also. And there is initial agreement will be made based on their, you know, pricing. So
Mm-hmm.
pricing will also be discussed, and also they will go to discuss about the duration of the projects, how many implementations are going to be implemented, so how much pricing. So that is totally related commercial activity and duration activity should be completed, and this is not actually related to the functional consultant, but they will share this information also to know that so what actually that agreement was there, right? So
Okay.
once it is done, so let us go to the second phase. This is purely related to the functional consultant screen, phase. Okay, where we can start
Okay. So,
your,
so Ajay, just before that, what does SAP stand for?
SAP methodology. That is only methodology only.
No. So, is
It is
there a full form for SAP
no,
or?
no. There is no any full form. ASAP means as possible as that is road mapping only. This, but there is no any for SAP. It is not there any that full form of with
Yeah.
ASAP. Okay. So this is
Okay.
only
Okay.
roadmap. Otherwise, you can also say it is a methodology. So it is
Okay.
business expertise methodology, how to implement SAP, what are the stages are there. So this is for only to understand
Okay.
only that methodology. Right. So this is project
Okay.
preparation
Okay.
to first phase and based on the agreement of first phase, duration and pricing. So they will share that document for you for all the consultants and how many modules are there. So that is taken care by your team leader. Then team leader will depute the persons, his senior scale, senior consultants or that functional consultants to the company. So here the main activity is there, that is on premises and off premises. So onshore or offshore. So onshore means that person will go to visit the company and see all the policies which are they implementing, their business processes and their OM policy, their administrative policies, and time policy and the payroll policies. So before going to preparation of business blueprint, so they will give you because you have to give one business one questionnaire. So that is answer and database questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
So in that question, it will cover all the activities 100%. So if not there any covered, you can also take them in the format of WinWord document. Right. So once it is received, you can conduct many meetings on this and you can come to a conclusion that so what we are doing here. So what express yesterday you said that easy as to be document. Right. Easy as means what SAP has. To be document means that is your business blueprint. Right. So in between there is some
Yeah.
gap relations
Yeah.
are there. So gap analysis. So gap analysis should also be it is our responsibility to clear and you can also go to convince them. So what are the scenarios are there? It is not same scenarios for each company. So it will vary from the
Yep.
company to
Yep.
company also. So that's what you need to develop. Otherwise, you can go for third-party application, or you can also involve your above also to creating new screens to meet that requirement. Right. So once it
Okay.
is done, so you can go to the preparation of business blueprint and business blueprint when you are going to you know it completed and you can take that signatures And before also you need to
Okay.
create the responsible person from the client company. So who will give this information for entire preparation of business blueprint. So they will identify their steering committee. From there only we can conduct many meetings and get it appropriate information and prepare a document is called as this is actually what you need to do some configuration. So that is to be document. So that is our requirement, actual requirement of the that respective project. Okay, so
Hmm.
based on this BBP, so once the BP is completed, once the signature has been completed by the both the parts, both the this parties, so there is no again need to discuss the issues related to the your activities or your business unit activities, right? Once it is completed, no additions will be
Okay.
there, no deletions will also be there, and that is only right document, base document for us. Based on that, that you will start your functional consultant realization. Realization means where you can do the configuration customization, right? So configuration
Okay.
from the our HR people, so you go for the configuration based on the business blueprint and process, right? So once your business that whatever the configuration is completed, then you can go to final testing. So final testing with you and with the SAP, with the end users also. So you can give the access for which you can maintain the database server, or you can maintain quality server, or you can go to connectivity of giving to them, that is in the PRD, that is production servers. So there are three servers there that I will explain later. So once it is completed, all the
Okay.
final preparation, final testing, complete testing, user training, user manual, cutover activities, and you should run parallel payroll run also in the final testing. So one side you can use whatever the legacy system of that company, and one side you can also see the payslip from the SAP HR, HR products. So how the occurrences you can also
Okay.
explain to them. So that is up to final testing. Once if you receive UAT, so then you can go for implementation of project and fix the date for go live. So once go live is started, and it will show you that the support will be started based on the SLA, service level agreement, right? So this is regarding just introduction
Okay.
of your business profile. So when you going to creating this methodology or your roadmap is completed, so that is your base document and go to create under HR structures. So HR structure which is related to 0001 info type. Info type means screens here. So where you can go to create company, company code, personal area, person survey. Okay, so second structure is called as personal structure. That is that where you can create employee group, employee subgroup, payroll areas. So another structure is that is organized structure where you can maintain org units. So from the top to bottom, you should create our company and your corporate office to till the last department. So that is company structure should be created under
So
org
here
structure.
under the enterprise, it is under the
Hmm.
enterprise, it is personal, right? It is not personal area, or is it personal area?
Personal area. Personal area, it is not personal area. Right.
Oh, it's a okay.
Personal area.
Okay. And the other
Okay,
thing
okay.
is, what do you mean by cutover activities? What does cutover mean?
Cutover activities means the unnecessary which are getting that errors etc. So to
Okay.
reduce the errors, you can maintain cutover activities. So whenever the end user is running, if they are getting any errors, before that you need to solve actually. So you have to solve all the errors before go live. So that is called cutover activities. Right. So cutover activities is very important. It not to show again and again. So you need to create a neat and clean, process. So that is what we are asking that cutover activities, right?
Okay.
Clear? Okay. So based on this, it is personal. It is personal means it is personal, not personal.
Okay. Okay.
So let me correct it.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me correct it.
Okay.
Personal area. Personal area
So
means
these are the three
location.
different. So these are the three different structures, is it?
Yes. Separate structure. Enterprise structure is separate, personal structure is separate, and org structure is also separate. Okay.
Okay.
So
So
you
depending
yeah,
upon what organization wants, that structure can be chosen.
yes. So have you involved any implementation earlier?
No, I
Okay.
have been a business user in our company. They implemented S. Can you
Okay.
hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ever you
So we
involved
implemented
any
success
time?
factors, and
Mm-hmm.
so I am a business user, and I have been leading the implementation as a business user for success
Mm-hmm.
factors implementation.
Okay. So how many modules you implemented in SuccessFactors?
All the five modules are there: RCM, onboarding, PMGM, compensation,
Hmm.
and learning, training.
What about EC?
Oh yeah, EC is main. Yeah, of course EC. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So these are the structures that are to be created. These are separate structures. So based on this only, we need to go for further configuration. So under the company
Okay.
that you need to create company the highest identity, company code is product, personal area is a place, a branch, and the personal sub areas are sub branches. Right. So when you come into the personal area, personal structures, which are related to employee structures, so employee related activities where you can create the employees under the employee groups and you can divide employees into groups. Right. So how
Okay.
many that implies a permanent employee, contract employee, or active employee, or a trainee, a retiree, and also terminated. So these structures are to be created on the personal structure of employee groups. And employee subgroups that you can pay, you can go to create different structures on based on the payments. So mainly the Indian payroll supports for monthly payroll. Right. If you go with the UK payroll, it is supported for weekly payroll. If you go with the US payroll, it is hourly rated basis, right?
Okay.
So these are you can also
Yeah.
create subgroups are there in employee subgroups, and based on the personal areas, you can create payroll area. So payroll area can be created. Payroll areas can be created for one time, only one for all. Otherwise, you can also go to create different one also. Okay. So based on the personal areas, you can create. For example, you are going to create a personal payroll areas for India. So one area is enough because you are running the payroll only one area, one time only. So you no need to go to create separately for India, separate for Hyderabad and Bangalore, and because these time zones are same. Okay, and employee subgroups groups
Okay.
should be selected. Monthly employees one group for payroll, and another payroll will be created weekly payroll also if it is there for weekly payments.
Okay.
Okay, so based on that, you can go to create org structure. Should be created different types of org units. Jobs means categories. So top to bottom, how many categories are there? So based on the job category only, we can fix the salaries. So levels also can be created.
So
Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So jobs are always single, right? So based on the jobs, you
yeah.
can create n number of positions. So positions are varied. For example,
True.
I will give you a good example is a manager. The manager is job, right? But I'm creating the different types
Yeah.
of managers. HR manager is different. HR manager, sales manager, production manager, IT manager. So these are refers used to directly that related to that department responsibility, roles and responsibility that. So that is called your position. The person will occupy the position only, right? The person is not going to occupy job, right? So these are
Yeah.
structures are will created. So when you see this, this is a small, introduction to this is structure what I am showing here, that organization hierarchy levels. Any
Mhm.
question on this?
Okay, so a couple of things is that so once the expense reimbursement is there, no?
It is under payroll, right?
Yeah, so if that happens once in 15 days, right?
Mm-hmm. Once in 15 days.
Then
Some companies are paying once in a month after reimbursement. What is the reimbursement? It is after paying that amount by the employee that will be reimbursed,
no, I understand
right?
that. No, my question is if a company has got 15 days payment terms, right? 15 days expense reimbursement cycle,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, should we have two payroll areas?
Yes, you can create every 50 fortnight.
Okay,
I
every
said
fortnight.
monthly. I said monthly. I said weekly. If you want to pay that amount,
Hmm.
anything there, if you run payroll, it is not related to the reimbursements. So if you want to pay the reimbursement, that you can pay directly also, but which are including in the payslip.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So that is one. And the second thing, when you're talking about jobs and positions, will it also capture job descriptions there?
Right? Are you there?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I just lost you for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying here.
In the
Okay.
jobs and positions, will it also capture job descriptions?
Job description. Yes, you can also go to create a job description also. That is called task.
Oh,
Task related to the
oh,
jobs
okay.
and positions. So that can be
Okay.
covered under the OM also. So that you can create job description, or you can say that is called your task or work list of employee. So what actually they
Okay.
have to attend. Okay, that can be done.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so here I have created the British Petroleum. So which is their they have their own products. Product means here what how many products are there. So one is diesel and one is petroleum. Okay. For example, if you take that Reliance Industry, so Reliance Industry will give you that one of the company code is petroleum and another is mobiles. So nowadays we are using that Geo Mobile. So Geo Mobile is a product, right? So based on that, you can create the different kinds of n number of different types of company codes here. So after that, you can go to create the personal. So the personal areas. So one is
Hmm.
London, one is Bristol, one is Hyderabad, one is Bangalore, like that. In that, you can also create again
Hmm.
subtypes. Okay, subtypes. That is personal surveys. Okay. So now I have created age group also. One more example here. So that is groups. One is computers manufacturing, another is mobile manufacturing. It is for UK, USA payroll. So one is Texas and one is for New York. These are the personal areas. Okay.
Hmm.
So now let us go based on that. You can go to maintain the employee data. So for employee data, you have to create here some different actions or events. So hiring event, promotion, transfer, demotion, benefits, termination, retirements. Some kinds of actions are there, or you can say this is events also. So here the personal administration or personal management activities will starting from when you are going to hiring the employee, right? So the data is being stored here from the hiring to firing. So this is master data. These master data can be maintained under PA transaction codes are there, and additional data can also be maintained with that employee data, personal data, dependent data. Okay, so other data is also being maintained here when you maintain one action, right? So these are all actions are related to each other. So whenever you hire the person, you have some info types also there, screens that are automatically triggered based on the country, right? Including your
Okay.
taxation and taxation as well as your statutory provisions of that country. If you run for Indian payroll, that Indian info types are there. Okay, if you run for
Oh,
US payroll, that US related taxation info types will be triggered. If you go with the UK payroll, that related that info types have to be triggered, right? So recruitment. So this is not e-recruitment. It is general recruitment. So it is old recruitment actually, and nobody is following this recruitment because we are going to implementing for existing company only, right? So one or two
yeah.
persons if going to adding, so hiring, so that will be done manually only. But here, what are the activities are we doing in the recruitment? So based on the description, so to whatever you said, that based on your description, based on the vacancies, go for the advertisement in the newspapers and receive the some of the applications or biodatas even from it is, directly or web access, and issuance of your recruitment request, that is attending after scrutinizing of these all activities, and the selection process will be started, and maintain the applicant data. So application data, which are the CVs here, and segregate the CVs and go to finalization of candidates. Once you finalize that employee, if employee going to hiring, so then you can maintain this personal administration activities hiring. So that is link between the recruitment and your master data maintenance, right? So once you had the employee, you can maintain these are the related info types. So hiring employee, you can maintain this date of hiring, and in organization assignment, allotment of department or areas, and maintain the personal data of employee, and maintain your dependent data under 21. So payroll status is 3, address in the info type 6. The info type means just for screens are there, right? So that we'll discuss in
Yeah.
the class. So now
Okay.
let us go to the time management activities. In the time management, we are going to creating holidays, holiday calendar, work schedules, recording of time data, recording of attendance data, okay, and recording of attendance absences quotas, okay, like it is, vacation leaves, annual leave, sick leave, maternity leave, paternity leave, okay, and also to maintain quota also for how many leaves you are eligible, and after that you can run your
Mm.
the time evolution. That is PT60 is the T code for that, right? So this for run
Yeah.
or for storing this information that SAP has provided you all the time info types starting from to 2014, 2013 only. Only 13 info types are there here, right?
Okay.
So after that, you are going to maintaining the payroll activity. So payroll and time is, interlinked. So where based on the number of days or number of hours, based on that you can run the payroll. Payroll run and go to payroll corrections. If any corrections are there, you can go to that. And payment deductions are to be maintained, and maintain the remuneration statement, that is payslip. And once you run payslip, so then you can go to posting to the FI. So FI posting of data which is already maintained in the system will be taken care by the finance people only. But up to run, you have to run the payroll. Okay. So after running the payroll, you can also
Yeah.
maintain any third-party payments, third-party remittances. So remittances means like departmental recoveries, non-departmental recoveries, statutory recoveries.
Yeah.
So that should be maintained, right?
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, if you run US benefits, if you run US payroll, you have these different kinds of benefits are there. So that is called your health benefit, which is again divided into three parts: medical, vision, and dental. If you go with the insurance benefit, so that is individual employee insurance and dependent insurance. Additional insurance also there. Stock purchases, the company stock purchases will be you know, allotted to the employee based on the request, and the savings, retirement plan, cafeteria, and flexi spending. So these are some of the benefits are there, but we are going to covering only health benefit only, because I am doing the total configuration, which is once you done for one benefit area, it is useful for other benefits also, right? So that is more than enough to
Okay.
see
Okay.
to go to create this health benefit, which includes medical, vision, and dental. Right. So these
Okay.
9 activities which I explain you, that all the activities will be maintained with a single employee called as testing employee. Right. So
Okay.
once you perfect that, and once you explained everything with the end user training, end user manual, UAT, everything is done. So before that, you need to upload the data of all employees. So how many employees working there? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Yes, that data should be obtained in the systematic, Excel sheet. From that Excel sheet, you can upload the data. That for the uploading data that SAP has provided you, LSMW, Legacy System
Mm.
Data Workbench.
Oh, okay.
Legacy System Master Data Workbench. This is a tool from the SAP, so where you can upload the data by step. So maintenance of data, source fields, and structure related. So up to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So run batch inputs. Run batch
Okay.
inputs. These are the 10 contents will be covered within 40 hours. So every day 1 hour class. So we are going to start the class from Monday onwards.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to ask me? You have any question?
No, oh, Ajay, I think we are good.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, unless
So
until we look at the system, only then I think we'll get more clarity, right?
yes. So you'll see the same class. Actually, this time is you are available for this time.
Yeah, you tell me I'm available. I can make myself available. So eight to nine, I'm okay.
Yes.
But
8 to 9. Yes.
do you have any other preference?
Okay. So see you on Monday. Right?
And
And no
what about
class
the
on Saturday. There is no class on Saturday,
yeah?
Sundays also. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
No. Ajay, can you hear me? Ajay?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that Saturday we're having a class.
Monday.
No, Saturday. No, I asked for Saturday class as well.
I'm not getting your voice properly. Please use this, chat box.
I'm okay. 1 minute. I'm saying okay.
No, we are going to the 5 day week only, Monday to Friday. You're from India or you're from other country?
I don't know. I'm from India.
Ah, in India, right? Okay.
Yeah. Uh, but I agreed for 6 days.
Okay, we'll do that. If possible, I'm available, I will take. Okay, I'm available, I will take the
Yeah.
class.
So whenever you are okay, done. Yeah. So whenever you are available, I'll check and then probably we'll do it.
Yes.
And one more thing that I want to ask is, what about performance management?
What about?
Performance management.
Hello?
Performance management. No, I typed.
Performance management.
Yeah.
No, there is no any performance management in, in the SAP tool, SAP HCM. The performance tool is there in, under success factor only.
Oh, okay.
Now we are going with
But
the only
do we have?
traditional payroll. Traditional payroll, mainly we are going to cover in 4 subjects, that is OM, organization management, master data management, payroll, and time. If you run with the US payroll, including that benefits also. So these 5 topics will be covered here. So performance is not there, but it is there for, training and event management is there.
Okay. So are we having training? Are we covering that?
No, training it is not, it is included in this course because this related to time management, payroll purpose only. So we are not covering performance and any other subjects. I will send you the documentation to you. So please go through that.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Take
Sure.
care. Bye bye.
Sure. Thanks. Yeah. Bye.